Hello, welcome to the Wolf's Lair. This is Fenris, showcasing painted Axis and Allies pieces. Lastly, we have the German forces for show. Before we get into the units, there is one thing from my last video, on the American forces, that needs to be addressed. I did compare the color scheme of the Mekong Delta Task Force to a bunch of poisonous snakes. And I could hear you guys laughing your tits off, since very few snakes are in fact poisonous. What I of course meant to say was, venomous. Fecking venomous snakes. On a plane. I am really embarrassed about this, as I should have known better. I do after all, teach science for a living. Norwegian, my native language, do not distinguish between poisonous and venomous, we use the same word for both. That is of course a shame in its own right. That being said, it is not an excuse. If you think I am being soft on myself, I can inform you that I have already flagellated myself in a manner that would make even a medieval pope blush.
Erblicken die Kriegsmarine.
I have 3 different color schemes, but they all resemble each other. As a German specialization, I have added one extra class of battleship, not included in the 1940 edition.
Hier sehen wir die Luftwaffe.
One color scheme is the Afrika Korps, with its light brown and green camouflage. One is plain gray, and the last phenotype is in black. The swastika took forever to paint, it was really a pain in the assholes, so I stopped doing that. I guess I could, and should, have cut out some printed decor. But even that was too much work.
Dies ist der Wehrmacht.
This is, hold on to your horses, the Afrika Korps. And the plain grey units are the
Sturmgeschütz.
Getting this voice generator to speak German have been a challenge and a half. In fact, I had to force-feed it some Bavarian-style beer, a bag of pretzels, and 4 kilos of sauerkraut. Here we see the German SSP pattern camouflage. How can you copy this, you say? Well, start with putting on large blobs of 3 or 4 different colors. On top of that you paint smaller blobs of all the other colors used. And inside those again, you dot, with a toothpick, as many of the other colors as you can manage. Getting that convoluted theme is key. This adds a variation on the camouflage scheme, making them stand out a bit from the other types of camouflage. The German land units have one specialized infantry, namely the Panzerfaust. I must admit, this is my favorite infantry unit, they look so fecking good. The Panzerfaust was an inexpensive, single-shot, recoilless German anti-tank weapon of World War II. It consists of a small, disposable preloaded launch tube firing a high-explosive anti-tank warhead, and was intended to be operated by a single soldier. For a quick introduction to the Panzerfaust, you should check out the YouTube channel, Military History Visualized. This is the last video showcasing my painted Axis and Allies units. I will, in the future, add a few videos dealing with customized dice, and of course, my soon-to-finished terrain map.